I received this product at no charge in exchange for my honest review. Hello everyone, today we are going to be looking at some handheld footage that I'm shooting with a Nikon 5600. Holding the camera in my hand because I want to show you this great lighting outfit that I've just received for review here. This is the BeautyFlex made by Angler, and it's called the BeautyFlex Flexible Dual Arm Bicolor LED. And I've got this shot here of the owner's manual, and I've purposely got the color balance off. This is actually a true white color, but I want to show you in a minute, I want to show you the different settings of color balance or color temperature on the light. So I've got it set in one setting on my camera so that you'll see the change when I show you in just a second. So let's talk about this thing. This product has dual 11-inch bicolor LED panels, and it's also, and they're mounted on flexible arms. As you can see, it's got a phone mount included, so you can mount your phone for a video. All right, excuse the focus, this is a Nikon. Multi-lighting applications for this product, okay? You can use this for photography. You can use this for videography. You can use this for live streams. You can even use it for makeup. I was at a wedding this past weekend, and I saw one of these being used by a makeup artist, and it worked great. So there's that. You can use it for multiple applications. Smartphone clamp, and it can also take a standard camera. I'll show you that in a minute. I figured that out. That wasn't any of the documentation. I just figured that out on my own. So let's go to the product here and take a look. This is the actual product rather than me showing you the owner's manual. Forgive my lack of focus here on this camera. It does not like shooting autofocus. So I'll turn it on in just a minute, but this is what it looks like. Now it's on a stand. The stand does not come with this light. I'll talk about the stand toward the end and where I got it. This product came from B&H Photo. Okay. All right. So let's continue to go. We have the, right here in the center, you have your control knob. Okay. This adjusts the power settings as well as the temperature settings of the light. Another great thing about this light kit is it comes with a remote. All right. You can, of course, power the unit on and power it off with this remote. You can adjust the power intensity and the color temperature as well. You can also program preset settings on the memory buttons there. And you can see the different features of the functions of the remote. Now, this remote requires two AAA alkaline batteries. They are not included, so you're going to need to get that as well. So to use this, you're going to need a light stand, and you're going to need two AAA batteries. So let's fire this thing up and let's see what it looks like. I'm going to put the camera back on it. Now remember, I've got a preset white balance in the camera, so let's see if this works here. So I'm going to go ahead and press the power button. Boom. There it is. Now, you can see right here, you can see on the screen, the BeautyFlex, it's on the power mode. And you can adjust that with the remote. I'm just hitting the up and down arrow on the remote. So let's see what happens with the lights when you do that. So I'm going to go up, or I'm going to go down. Let's just go down right now. And you can see that they get dim all the way down to off, which I don't actually have it powered off because you can see that the LCD is still going on the control area. Now I'm going to power it all the way up. Now that's as high as it'll go. That's wide open. Actually, it's not as high as it'll go. Let's go all the way up. Okay, now that's at 100. Yeah. Okay. So that's at 100. All right, let's take it down. I really like this power function because sometimes you just need a little bit of light. You can really make this work for any kind of scenario that you need. Sometimes you just want a little fill, a little fill light. You don't need a bunch of different lighting. Let's turn it down to about 30 just for this demonstration. All right, so let's look at what you can do with the color temperature. All right. Now, I'm going to come over here. Let me get my focus right. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to press this button here. Now that goes to color temperature. You can adjust this by turning the knob, or I like using the remote. So let's do that. So there we have it. We're on 5900 Kelvin, and we're going to go up now. That's 65K, 6500. All right. Pardon my lack of focus here, but with this lighting and everything going on, this camera does not know what to do. All right, so now let's go over here. We're going to bring it down. I'm going to stay on the light, and I'm going to change the color temperature so you can see it change. Yeah, now that's 3000. You can see how it gets a little bit more red in the light. Let's go back up. And you got a lot more blue in your light and a little white, all right? So you can make this work for whatever you want to do, all right? You can change these color temperatures, and you can also change the intensity or the brightness. So you can do this for just fill lighting. You can do this for full, makeup applications. They like a lot of light. Sometimes for video and photo, you just need a little bit of fill light, and you might want it to be a certain temperature. That's going to save you a lot of work in your editing. If you can get your lighting right from the beginning, that's going to save a lot of work. The owner's manual has a lot of useful information in it. All right, it's going to show you. I'll talk about this smartphone mount here in just a second. The unit also can be powered on batteries. All right, it takes the NPF type battery. That's not included with this unit. Okay, yeah, I'm using the light to actually show it off. That's where you plug your battery in right there, and you can see that it takes the NPF type batteries. I want to show you this part here too. I thought this was a cool feature. That USB slot right there, all right? When you have your smartphone plugged in or hooked up, or when you have your smartphone connected, you can charge your smartphone right there. So let's say you're doing a live stream vlog or something with your phone. You've got a USB charger, so your battery's not going to die on your phone. Okay, these lights, they flex, and there's different types of settings you can do in the for your configuration. You can do it like this, or you can put them up where they're kind of in a angled type manner. You can bring them forward, you can bring them back. So you could use one of these to be back further than the other and have more of a key light versus fill light situation. And they also, not only do they flex, they also do this. Let me get my focus here. They also swivel. Look at that. So you can actually turn one light around, and you can have a light going like this, and you have a light going like that. If for some reason you need to do that, you can have kind of a backlight and then light going forward, or you can do a lot of things with these lights. So you're not going to just light one direction with this thing. You can light multiple directions from multiple angles. All right, right here, I just want to show you some of the owner's manual is very comprehensive. It has different styles of, A lighting, clamshell, rim, butterfly, Rembrandt, loop, and it has the example with the model. So, and I'm not going to go through all these, but it's a very comprehensive owner's manual. It's going to get you started right out the gate. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn off the Nikon, and I'm going to mount it to where that cell phone mount was, and then I'm going to use my cell phone to video that setup, and then I'm going to show you some video of actually how the light looks on myself. Okay, so this is what I want to show you right here. We've got about 5500K on here. Look at what I've done. The mount here, this is the video you're seeing is being shot on the iPhone 11. These are just standard, tripod threaded for any kind of camera mount for your consumer grade cameras. They have these tripod threaded mounts on the bottom of them. These flex arm, or at least this flex arm that has the phone mount, and here's the phone mount up close right here. You know, it's just got a standard tripod mount on it. I've got a DSLR up here. So look what you can do. You don't have to just put a cell phone. You can put, if you've got a better camera, you can use that or a vlogging camera or whatever. And you've got all your lights and everything right here on one stand. I don't know if anybody else is talking about this with this product, but I did notice this when I was looking at the threading when I was putting it all together. So I said, I bet this will hold just a regular, you know, DSLR or anything with a standard tripod mount. You can also get additional flexible arms if you wanted to purchase a separate one, and you can put a microphone on there or any other kind of accessory that you might need. You see I've got mine on top of my camera there. But let me take a moment and talk about this stand. The stand is the impact light stand. Now, this is a recommended accessory if you're on the B&H site. It was the first recommended accessory when you went to pick it out. It's an air cushion light stand. So what that means, now I bought this light stand with my own money, okay? It cost around $30, maybe $32. I don't have it in front of me. It wasn't very expensive. It seems to be really high quality. I'm not going to do a full review on the light stand, but I just wanted to give you an idea. It's important because that's a particular mount that goes in there for the light stand. It's not a screw-in threaded thing, so you can't really adapt, you know, a mic stand or something like that for this. You need an actual light stand. And it goes up to 8 feet in height, and it's also cushioned. So when you extend, you know, when you raise and lower the stand, it has a little bit of resistance, so it's not going to just collapse on you, which could, you know, cause your light to jar and maybe damage the electronics in the light. So that's kind of a safety feature for the stand. It's really all I'm going to say about the stand. It's a really good stand for the price. I think I hadn't had any problems with it. It works great with this light. It also folds down pretty compact as well. So now that I've shown you this setup, now I'm going to turn this around. I'm going to point it at me against this brick wall, and we'll see what it actually looks like with a person. I'll do a kind of a before and after setup and let you see what it looks like in normal room lighting and then how this helps. Okay, now I've got the Nikon set up, and I'm just standing here against the same brick wall that the lighting was against a while ago. I feel like I'm on the old Comedy Central comedy channel. If you guys remember that, when they had the stand-up comedians in front of the brick wall. I don't have any jokes, but that's kind of cool. So this is normal incandescent room lighting. I've just got some normal lighting in my fan up here. The color balance is still set on that same setting in the camera. That's why I'm a little bit off, but I'm about to show you how that's about to be fixed. So this would be normally what I would do. I mean, I don't have any lighting equipment, so the videos I've made to this point, they look like this. And after seeing what this light will do, I feel like this is a little bit bland. So I'm going to take the remote here. This is another great thing because you can do this as a one-man show here. You can say, okay, set your stuff up. You just want to do like a monologue or something to address the camera. And what I'm going to do now is just fire it up. So let's turn it on and see. Let's see the difference. Now this is no lighting other than just the regular house lighting in my room. All right. So overhead lights and a ceiling fan is really all it is. So let's see what it does. Wow. Okay. Now the camera automatically stopped down. I'm shooting in auto, so it automatically stopped down. My ISO setting is 1600 in the camera. All right, it says that the shutter is 125 with a f-stop of 5.6. So it stopped down a little bit, but that's fine because I'm not really worried about the exposure as much as I am the shadows and the skin color. All right, because that's really, you can adjust exposure with your camera. So what I'll do is, let me turn this up and down here. So let's talk about the intensity. And now I'm on power is, let's go all the way up. So that's 100% power. Now we're going to go down now. I'm just going to turn the power all the way down to 0 with the remote. I'm just going to hit the down arrow, and I'm going to let you see what it does to the lighting. So here we go. Okay, that's 0. Now the unit is still on, but there's no light coming through the panels, but you can still see the LED, so there is electricity. So I think I said 30 was a good color or a good power a while ago. Let's turn it back to 30 and see what it does. Okay, just that quick. So there's 30. Now, the color temperature here is all the way at 6500K. I have it looks kind of like maybe overhead LED lights in an office. That's what I could compare it to. So now let me turn it down and see if I can get some more of that red in there. Okay, that's 52K, or 5200. All right, let's go on down. 38, 36, and 3000. So that's the lowest. And you probably see a little bit more red color in my skin tone. So let me turn it all the way back. And there's 6500 right there. Really, really handy. Another good thing about having lighting is you don't have to have, for example, the lens I'm using with this Nikon D5600. It's the standard 18 to 55 millimeter kit lens. It's got a variable aperture of 3.5 to 5.6. That's a very common kit lens that comes on a DSLR, 18 to 5500, 3.5, 5.6. Those aren't the greatest lenses in the world, especially when you're in a low light situation. These lenses are designed to shoot in average conditions with average to better lighting, and so it's made to be a general purpose lens for amateur photography. So with this light setup, you can actually give the lens more light, and it doesn't have to, you don't have to increase your shutter speed, or you don't have to lower your shutter speed. You don't have to open the aperture wide open. And the autofocus, I don't know if you can tell, but the autofocus works a little bit better. In fact, let me just show you. Right now it's wide open, the autofocus is working. I'm gonna put my hand up here. And Nikon does not have the best autofocus, people. Trust me. So I'm gonna do it again. It comes back on me. The lighting helps the camera focus. Now let's turn the light off and let's see how well it focuses. All right, it's on me. All right, the light's back on. So that gives you kind of a demonstration of how the focus is working. Now the camera is sitting here as I do this test. It's changing the shutter speed and working the exposure, so that all of that makes a difference as well. All right, it also comes with this great carrying case. You can see it's got the foam molds in there to put all the equipment. I've got the remote in there right now. This is a great thing to keep for storage and to use it in traveling as well. So if you want to purchase this light, you can get it at B&H Photo for $68.99 at the time of this review. That's the price of the light. I'm going to put a link in the description if you want to purchase this product. Remember, you're going to need to get some AA batteries, and you're going to need to purchase the light stand, or either you may even have a light stand, but you're going to need a light stand before you get this light. And it also, if you have a video camera other than a phone, you can mount the phone or the video camera to this light. So photographers, videographers, it's a great product for you. Makeup artists, I've seen it in action on makeup artists, and it's working great for that one that I saw this past weekend. Thanks, hope you got a lot out of this review, and we'll see you guys on the next one.